Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 848. And obviously, we have a bank wrapped penny roll in front of us. One of the nice things, look at that. Look how nice the crimp roll is. Now, of course, they do have machines that can fake this. They're pretty expensive. And, honestly, to me, it would be a little bit more work than it's worth. I mean, unless you're gonna really pull a fast one on somebody and like give them no copper or something like that. And I don't know, to me, doing that, I mean, if I opened up a bank wrap penny roll and there was zero copper and all the pennies were dirty, I don't know, the first thing I would think of is that that's what somebody did. You know? That's the first thing I would think of. Now, of course, in a sealed box from the bank, you would think that would be like impossible to happen unless somebody went the extra mile and got sealed and got boxes and then sealed them. Now that I really think, and that's a nice first penny, huh? 2017 P. I'll take that to the bank, or I won't take that to the bank. And I'm pulling pennies from the end. I don't know, for whatever reason. So it's one of those things that's pretty. No white AM. It's a pretty sure bet, you know, that if you got bank wrapped penny rolls from the bank in a sealed box from the bank. Here's our first copper penny. That. So you have to stop pulling from the back. See, it's copper heavy bottom. That's a nice copper penny number 2. I'll go back to the front. I'll start in the front. And you can see the copper pennies there. 1995. You always want to check a little closer than 95s, you know. I'm hoping one day to find the double die. And another beautiful copper penny. But with that said, you know, getting, and I'm using quotation marks all over the place here, right? Air quotes. The rolls you're getting from eBay. That looks like a wicked die crack. Let me take a look at that under loop. There's a good chance that oh wow. Yeah, that's a serious die crack. One of the nicest I've ever seen. Die crack, die spike. It's 94. It's got some dirt on it, but I'm gonna have to hold on to this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw that one out. There's another one there, pretty dirty. So basically, a nice way to know that another nice one that you're hunting through and unadulterated, right? That's the key word here. Adulterated, right? What's the word of the day, kids? Look at that on the nose. You see that on the nose? Yeah, right. Let me look at that. That's the tricky part about copper pennies. The dirt and stuff like that makes it a little bit confusing. You think, and more often than not, you're thinking you got a double die when you don't. Just like this. That's actually a hit mark. That's a hit mark on the nose. But through the camera, it doesn't look like one. It looks like a double die on the nose. That is copper penny number 4. So far, so good. Oh, that's a flat one. This is a flat one. Another copper penny. This is what I'm saying. This is a high amount of copper for a penny roll. And we're not even halfway through the penny roll. And we got all this copper. You know, the copper at minimum is how I fill my my penny rolls. I got 2 boxes with tubes that are labeled. That's a nice clean one, nice shiny. And I got them labeled all kinds of things. I've done plenty. If you put organize, if you type the word organize into the search bar, all the videos where I show how I organize my coins will come up. Another copper penny, 1980. Brown. That's number 6. Here's number 7. Adulterated. And I didn't look it up, but it's basically means that it's what's what I'm gonna look for. It's changed in a negative way. I don't want to say poisoned, but in a sense, that's what it is. It's poisoned, right? Your penny roll is tampered with, right? And that's what you're usually getting on these websites when you order them. Tampered with, adulterated, no idea. Penny rolls. And then what do? They throw in a steel cent. If you find a steel cent in a penny roll from an online purchase, it's adulterated. You understand that? Do you know how many penny rolls I found in 1,000 penny rolls? I think 1 or 0. One. For some reason I got this weird memory of finding 1, but it's probably 0. Okay, and you know how many 1943 steel pennies I'm gonna find in the next 1,000 rolls? Probably 0, maybe 1. So if somebody's selling, listen to this very carefully. If someone is selling pennies and it says unsearched, and then they say guaranteed 1 steel penny per roll, it's searched, man. I mean, what part of that people don't understand? Right? How could someone say, "Oh, this is an all wheat cent penny"? How the hell does somebody know what's inside a penny roll? I mean, are they going to say it's an unsearched previous to it's a 1958? How do you know that? I mean, are you a genius? I mean, it's just BS. Threw that one out. You know what I mean? 1958, you're talking about 70 something years ago, 75 years ago, 74, whatever it is. And you got these penny rolls, and you know that inside that they're, you know, it's from pre 1959. How do you know that? Because it's colored. I find color. I still I have tons and tons of colored old looking penny rolls because it's wrapped. Bank wrap again. Now that's the whole thing. Bank wrap. First of all, if you look at the wrapping on most of those, they're not that good. Like they don't look like this, right? I'm probably gonna do another one for the right. None of them look like this, and that's what it looks like, man. They got the super machines, and they're not doing them one by one. They got a machine that feeds it into a machine, right? They got to be doing thousands and thousands of these. I don't think there's somebody sitting there doing boom, 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 one. I don't think so. Maybe they. I don't even know if they. I doubt they even pack the 1999. No, why they am. I doubt they even pack the boxes themselves. Maybe they do. I don't know. That I'm not exactly sure how it works. No, why they am. But the point is, it's BS. You understand? It's BS. All wheat cents. How do you know they're all wheat cents? Look at that's a nice one. You don't know. They don't know if they're all wheat cents unless they put them in there themselves. 85. I noticed that. Look at the die clash on the reverse. That's nice. And the coin's in nice condition. And you can see the I'm not sure if those are over polished lines. Where's the die clash on the front? You can tell by looking at, but as soon as I seen this, I was like, you can see it's odd, you know, there's something off about the lines, and it's because it's redone by hand. You know, they polished off the die clash. I recognized it as soon as I saw it. Look right there on the field. You can start to see the little line from the reverse. It has a nice die clash. That's a nice one too, and it has nice. It's in nice condition. 1988. No flare G. And that's really the reason why I really like the bank wrap penny rolls from the sealed boxes. You know, I know I talk about it a lot in my videos, and I think it's because you could still get them. You know what I mean? I I, I don't want to make an assumption, but most people can afford one box. You know, they're about $75 still. I mean, some places are selling them for 100, 120. But if you really search and you put out enough offers, I think I got one for $70 the other day. So that's a little bit less than 3x. And I was like, you know what? I ain't got to go begging. I was like, fine. Sold a couple of things on Macari. And I just rolled it over. Look at these. See, to me, those are over polished lines. Now, if we look at the reverse, and if there's a die clash, then we know we're right. No, I don't see one. So maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. How's the condition? Shiny? Yeah, that's a nice one. I'll put that with the other one. What's that? The 2017 P. Found a bunch of shinies today, huh? Found a bunch of shinies. We found 8 copper pennies, and there's at least 1 or 2 more in there. Another 85. These are really interesting zinc cents, I have to say. So, you know, if you want to follow along with me, right, and you're new to penny roll hunting, you get yourself a box of pennies, and you got 50. You got 50 rolls. You got 50 rolls to penny roll hunt, and you can look for the wide AMs. You can look for copper pennies. You can look for wheat cents. You can look at the date, the liberty, the motto, the field, the edge, the reverse. You can look for die clashes. You can look for extra thickness, lesser known varieties. And you'll know that it's something that nobody ever found before, right? So people are carrying these things around in their pocket for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. Right? Whenever you find an error on something, it means that from a circulated roll, that's called pain number 9. You're finding something that everyone else missed for half a century. You know what I mean? People missed it and you found it. And to me, that's so cool. You know, it didn't get melted. No white AM. It didn't get melted. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the topic. I'm probably going to do another bank wrap penny roll hunt tomorrow. And I will see you in the next one. God bless. Jesus loves you. And I'll see you in the next one.